it's Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. Long time no talk to. I mean, I think it's now been almost a month. At the point of filming this, Thanksgiving has come and gone in the United States. I have come and gone from the United States. I am back and I'm reshooting this video because I'm looking at the post edit of the original and I'm so unhappy that I just had to refilm it. And unfortunately, you're not going to see the boxes and the packaging and all the hoopla, but I've got two items that I've received coming back from my trip to Europe, which I could have used both of these things for said trip, but it did not happen. It was just not meant to be, which was probably for the best, but let's just move on. I just wanted to quickly show you two things that I've received from once I got back home. And the first thing was I got the Love and Trip Traveler's Notebook. I have been waiting for this. Oh gosh, it's gotten darker. Hold on just a second. Let me give you guys a little bit more light. I have been waiting for this Traveler's Notebook for, I ordered it back in March of the year. Once it got released, and this is a special edition, but once it got released, I was like, no, I don't need one. I have four of them. Three of them I use for ink swatches for my fountain pen ink. And I have one left for just everyday travel. I had a black one and I gave that away to my bestie as a gift just because I knew that she would probably enjoy using it and so on. So I had the hotel edition, and that's the only one that I have that I use now for traveling. But I wanted to get this one because they released it in my favorite color, which is red. So I had to go ahead and buy it. Um, I ordered it from a place that's north of where I live, which is Baltimore, Maryland, from Paper Herald. I will put the link either here or down in the description below. It is a stationery store out of Baltimore. Like I said, unfortunately, all the unboxing of the packaging is already off, but it comes with, of course, the slip that tells you what edition of the Traveler's Notebook you're ordering. On the inside, it also has on the packaging some stuff in Japanese, which they have the stuff in English on the other side, but you need a Hubble to read it. At least I do. I'm too old to like actually be able to absorb that in small print. And then on the inside, it tells you the contents of what you're getting. And then the cardboard carton that the actual Traveler's Notebook is wrapped in has a spare string, and then they gave you one on the inside. So now you have two. So anytime you get a Traveler's Notebook, make sure to take the string off of the cardboard wrapper of the actual Traveler's Notebook to give yourself a spare. And then the piece de resistance is the actual Traveler's Notebook. Now, because I'm shooting this as the sun's going down, since we're um, into the winter time almost. Winter solstice is definitely almost upon us. It's a little bit darker, and I'm kind of shooting this in the evening time, which I normally don't do. I don't really like shooting without natural daylight, but be that as it may, I want to get this video up and out to you guys, at least to give you my initial impressions of this wonderful wine red color, which actually I think, even though I don't have natural daylight, it's pretty reflective of what it looks like. And then on the inside, there's another sheet of paper that was just protecting it from the embossing. And then it has the Love and Trip Traveler's Notebook insert. This one comes with these little postcards, I guess you could use them for. I don't know if I would utilize these the way it's intended. I don't really even know how it's really intended. And then on the back, there's another sheet of paper that's protecting the back. Sorry for hitting the camera. And then there's these note cards as well. And then it's just a plain inserted notebook. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to use this cover or the insert quite yet, but I wanted the red cover because it's not a standard issue color yet. So I wanted to be able to get the red since, like I said, it's my favorite color. So that is the first package that I received upon my return back to the States from Paper Herald. It is the Love and Trip Traveler's Notebook from the Travelers Midori. Well, it's not Midori anymore, it's just the Travelers Company, which also has other really nice stuff. The second item that was in a big box when I came back was one that I was hoping to take with me before I went on said trip, and unfortunately, it wasn't. So I got a Just Go Sketch kit. It comes with this big chunky carabiner in the same matching color as the cover. I picked khaki because I felt like it was light enough for me to see it in a black lined bag, because a lot of bags are black lined, but dark enough to also resist scuffing and staining and dirt. So the kit, once you open it up, and I already have some of my things in it, has this string container, which I guess if you were going to sit this on your lap and you had a sketchbook, if it's wide enough, I'm going to just kind of pull some of the stuff that I have off to the sides here. If it's wide enough, you could, I guess in theory, put your, let me just, I've got one sitting right here. Hold on. Just grab my blank sketchbook. So just imagine that this goes underneath on one side. This would go underneath on the other, and you could just stick this on your lap. And let's just say you wanted to dedicate, you're going to have to slide it, of course. But I think in theory you could do something like this. Otherwise, I don't understand the purpose of the string. So if somebody's got this kit and understands it, let me know exactly what the thought was behind him putting this in there. Maybe to add or attach other things to it. I'm not exactly sure. So there's that. So that's a good size. This is good for landscape size type of notebooks like the one I was just showing. All right, so also in the kit, it came with this bag, and this bag contains the clips that will hold the book to your sketchboard. And these are not common to me in the United States, I'm going to say, but if they are and you know where I can get said clips in the US, let me know. But I think these are kind of UK-based European clips. And then also what was attached when I initially pulled this out was this water cup that says justgosketching.com is the website. And I'll put, like I said, the link below or below the description. And then this just kind of screws off. And this acts as your water cup. So you can just take a little small bottle of water. When you're done, if you're not using anything too toxic, you could probably just ditch said water. It's got a clip, so that goes to the board as well. And as you're seeing, oops, it has a nice rubber, sorry, didn't see that come off before. It has a nice rubber stopper on the bottom, or to stop the friction of that rubbing against your board. And then with inside of this side, just move this to the side, is the actual sketching board that I have here. I'm going to just try to get this out. The packaging when it was originally open also had a pamphlet, and it also had this pen attached in a envelope, a white clear envelope, and then this pencil was attached to this blue band. And I thought initially, upon my initial reaction, was you could put two of these things into it. There's enough space to put both of these on there. And this comes off like so. And this is your sketching board. So let me just bring back that white sketching book. Well, actually, never mind. Hold off on that. I also, let's put into this my water brush for sketching as well. And over here, I have another water brush, and this one is from Faber-Castell. And the other one was a Pentel brush, water brush. And then I have in here my notebook that I plan on taking, and I cut out a page saver, so, or like a blotting saver for my notebook. And the way that this works is if you open up your sketchbook, let's just say this was it, you're going to slide this in on one side, slide this in on the other, and sorry, there's going to be like that, and that holds it down. And so the clips then, hold on just a second, I got this in too thickly on here, so let me just do this a little bit different. And I apologize, my books are new, and this is all new, so I'm just getting used to it myself from what I remember from looking at other people who are sketching with this. I'm just going to do it a little less deep. There is a way that this goes on that it makes absolute sense. Brand new book, sorry. Okay. Goes like this. And for some reason, this is not fitting. It's not fitting in well. So let me just use my white sketchbook. Much easier. Okay, so this is how it would go. And then you take your clips, and this is where I would probably, in the US, recommend using binder clips. I think they're a little bit easier, but maybe not for some individuals. Okay, and then the back clips on like that. And I'm not doing this consistently on both sides, so let me just struggle with clipping those on. Okay, so there's like that. So now this sketchboard is going nowhere. And as you can see, once this gets broken in, which it is not, it's good for different sizes of notebook. So that's the one reason why I went ahead with this, because the artist that I was watching her video on was using the smallest one, and she said that one actually works the best for her experience on this. And so then the water cup clips in like so. And then if you have a palette, and I've got this one, let's say you have a plastic palette and it doesn't have any magnets on it, you can just clip everything like this. So you're sketching here and painting. Looking forward to utilizing this for urban sketching as well in the area. But that's what came, this palette did not come with it. This is a separate palette. This is what came with the actual kit, which was these two clips, not the sketchbook, of course, and the water cup. And then there is also, I've got other sketching supplies in this one. So I've been doing like mini sketches, small sketching that I wanted to take with me, but I didn't have a chance to do that on this last trip. And then in here on this side, it has a zipper pocket, which I also have in here, two palettes. And I like to utilize these from the art toolkit. This one is my gouache palette, and this one is my watercolor palette. So I've got two different palettes. And again, let's take these clips off, magnetize. And I haven't pulled these off, but the magnets are under here right now. It's not staying magnetically placed. A little bit of white gouache there. And that's what that looks like. But that's the point of, like, there you go. It's now magnetized to it, so it's like not falling off. So these kind of palettes absolutely work perfect for urban sketching on the go. And because this also came with this strap, this is a great little crossbody bag. So you don't have to worry about like needing a separate bag. It's all kind of self-contained within the kit itself. So that is the kit. And then let's just go on this side. The back of it has these two straps too. So if you wanted to hook this onto another bag, or you have a bag that has like these type of molly straps on the back, you can hook it through here and then just kind of attach it. And they don't necessarily always snap in place, but they're in place and it's very solid. So I just wanted to share with you guys really quickly the unboxing of these two items that were waiting for me once I got back at the beginning of the month of November. Thank you so much for your time. And if you stayed to the end, thank you so much. If you got one of these, let me know about the string on the inside. And if you're thinking about getting one of these, if you like to sketch on the go. All right, until next time, take care. Bye.